Welcome back, friends! Today we step into one of the most tangled stories swirling around sports and entertainment. A leaked bedroom recording, a fired stylist armed with receipts, two former bodyguards leveling shocking claims, and a $50 million civil lawsuit are all orbiting Hall of Fame tight end turned media powerhouse Shannon Sharpe. Nothing in this drama is settled, and almost every detail is still alleged. Yet each twist keeps the internet glued to its screen. Before we dive in, please press subscribe and ring the notification bell so you never miss one of our deep dive breakdowns. A quick like helps more than you know, and drop a comment telling us where you first heard about this saga. Those free clicks keep the channel alive and let us continue bringing you balanced, well-researched coverage. Thank you. Now let us unravel the timeline. Shannon Sharpe is not just any retired athlete, he is a three-time Super Bowl champion, a Pro Football Hall of Famer, and, over the last decade, one of the most recognizable voices in sports media. With a booming laugh, sharp takes, and meme-ready one-liners, he has transformed post-NFL fame into podcasts, television contracts, and lucrative brand deals. At the same time, quieter whispers about his private life have bubbled for years, mostly ignored by mainstream outlets. Until the night a private moment blasted across Instagram Live. That accidental stream happened in September 2024, capturing intimate audio between Sharpe and an unidentified woman. Listeners could not see faces, but his voice was unmistakable. The clip vanished within minutes, yet screen recordings spread across every platform before sunrise. Into the chaos stepped three figures. First, Russell Hollywood Simpson, Sharpe's former stylist, claimed he had been iced out and silenced for knowing too much. Second, Saga, a man who says he once worked security for Sharpe, alleged that his former boss frequented LA's wildest celebrity gatherings. Third, a woman listed as Jane Doe filed a civil lawsuit accusing Sharpe of coercive behavior and seeking $50 million in damages. Sharpe's camp calls every accusation a shakedown. His critics call it a pattern. Neither side has proved its story in court, yet public opinion rarely waits for verdicts. Our aim today is simple: lay out the claims, the denials, the documentation, and the unanswered questions, so you can decide what seems plausible and what sounds like Hollywood fiction. Russell Simpson built his resume dressing music artists and actors, but his real social media splash came when he became Shannon Sharpe's stylist in 2021. His bold fabrics and fitted silhouettes paired perfectly with Sharpe's on-air charisma. Soon the two men were posting selfies from locker room corridors, backstage green rooms, even high-end restaurants. Fans loved the style glow-up. Some also noticed the closeness and wondered if the partnership was more than professional. Things unraveled in early 2024. Sharpe rehired longtime stylist Shelly Davis, praising her eye for detail and offering Simpson only a single line of thanks. Behind the scenes, Simpson says Sharpe wanted older posts that credited him taken down or rewritten. Feeling erased, Simpson fired back on Instagram stories with wardrobe receipts and text messages in which Sharpe had once called him the best in the business. He ended one story with the phrase, "Hollywood humiliation ritual in full effect." That term ricocheted around social media and lit up conspiracy corners. The idea that entertainment power brokers shame a star before rewarding them with an even bigger payday. Simpson never supplied contracts to prove the theory, but his timing was perfect, landing just as Sharpe's leaked audio hit peak virality. Simpson also claims Sharpe has blocked him from reality TV offers. Sharpe's camp responds that they simply replaced a stylist who overvalued his contribution. No direct proof of blackballing has surfaced, yet perception drives clicks, and Simpson's story fuels endless reaction videos. On a late night in September 2024, Sharpe says he tossed one of his phones onto a bed after filming a podcast. Moments later, that phone began broadcasting live on Instagram. The screen was black, but the microphone captured heavy breathing and Sharpe's voice repeating, "Ooh, Michelle." Instagram alerted his followers. Hundreds joined the stream in real time. Within minutes, an assistant killed the feed, but screen recordings lived on. Sharpe's first response was an IG story claiming his account had been hacked. Digital forensics hobbyists dismissed the idea, noting that going live requires several taps. The next evening, Sharpe apologized on his YouTube show Nightcap. He said he had never used Instagram Live, did not realize the camera was active, and that an assistant ended the broadcast after frantic calls. Supporters accepted the explanation, skeptics called it unlikely. Russell Simpson reposted posted a tutorial titled "How many swipes to go live," adding, "Accidents happen, except when they don't." Whether accident or not, the clip reignited every rumor about Sharpe's private life. Google searches for Shannon Sharpe girlfriend spiked and memes flooded TikTok. In the attention economy, embarrassment often equals engagement, and engagement converts to revenue. That loop sits at the heart of the humiliation ritual debate. After the leak, Sharpe filled his feeds with photos of Shelly Davis and racks of suits, stressing loyalty and family values. Fans quickly noticed many of the outfits had appeared months earlier, when Simpson was still styling him. Side-by-side comparisons went viral. Memes joked, "Same blazer, different storyteller." Simpson leaned in. He hinted, without revealing details, that screenshots and even video of backstage moments were saved in cloud storage. Followers begged him to drop the files, but he stayed vague, saying he would speak when lawyers allow. Sharpe's reps replied that Simpson had signed strong non-disclosure agreements. No court documents mentioned Simpson, but the stylist war keeps generating gossip. The harder Sharpe pushes a loyalty narrative, the more audiences revisit Simpson's claims. Controlling a storyline in the social media era is tricky. Heavy-handed messaging can look like a cover-up, whether true or not. Personal security professionals rarely speak out, which is why Saga caused a storm when he appeared on a podcast in January 2025. He said Sharpe attended late-night parties hosted by Sean Diddy Combs and suggested Sharpe once left with a companion who was only 17. Because federal agents are already investigating Combs' events, Zumba's claim drew instant attention. Online detectives dug up old footage of Sharpe's Beverly Hills home next to Combs' property and replayed a 2023 clip where Sharpe told streamer Kai Cenat he was not famous enough to attend those parties. Another ex-security guard, Big Homie CC, later described those parties in general terms. Phones surrendered at the door, non-disclosure agreements signed on the spot. He did not mention Sharpe by name, but internet sleuths filled the gap. Zumba has yet to release proof. No photos, no logs, no sworn affidavits, so his story remains unverified. Still, a bodyguard going on record breaks industry norms and keeps the rumor mill spinning. On February 1st, 2025, Jane Doe filed a civil complaint in California seeking $50 million from Shannon Sharpe. She alleges a 2-year relationship that turned coercive and violent. The suit details 2 dates, October 3rd, 2024 and January 15th, 2025. When she says Sharpe ignored pleas to stop intimate activity, recorded video without consent, and later showed that footage to friends. Sharpe's attorney issued a swift rebuttal, calling the suit blatant and cynical extortion. The defense claims the videos were consensual roleplay requested by Doe herself, and that she heavily edited the clips to remove context. They say she demanded money to stay silent and threatened to destroy Sharpe's image when he refused. Civil litigation moves slowly, but discovery will eventually reveal phone logs, medical records, and the raw footage. If no settlement occurs, a jury could watch that material in 2026. In the meantime, legal analysis channels dissect each filing, and sponsors quietly review their contracts. Coincidentally, industry insiders say Sharpe is negotiating a distribution deal for his podcast club Shay Shay worth up to $100 million. Critics suspect the lawsuit's timing is strategic. Supporters of Doe counter that justice has no convenient schedule. The humiliation ritual theory claims that a star is publicly shamed, then quickly rewarded with new contracts and bigger platforms. Supporters point to Sharpe's timeline: September 2024, intimate audio leaks; February 2025, a lawsuit surfaces; 2025, negotiations for a 9-figure podcast deal; add Russell Simpson's caption, Hollywood humiliation ritual in full effect. And the theory jumps from fringe forums to mainstream debate. Skeptics argue many scandals ruin careers permanently, but believers see a script repeating: scandal, apology, payday. Whether you dismiss or embrace the theory, one fact stands: controversy has tripled Sharpe's social media impressions. In today's attention economy, visibility often converts into revenue, and that fuels speculation that embarrassment might be, at times, an investment. Sharpe addresses the controversy with 3 clear points. The Instagram Live was an accident. He says he never used the feature, dropped the phone, and an assistant ended the stream. Rumors about secret relationships are false. false. He states he has never been romantically involved with Russell Simpson or any male partner. The lawsuit is an extortion attempt. He insists the encounters were consensual and roleplay based, and he vows to fight the claims in court. He apologizes only for public embarrassment, reminding viewers that consenting adults have a right to privacy. He ends each statement with, "The full truth will come out." It is a classic deny and refocus strategy. Deny wrongdoing, portray yourself as targeted, and spotlight professional work. Sports Twitter is split. One side says, adults can live private lives, move on. The other calls for networks to suspend Sharpe until legal matters resolve. Meanwhile, Club Shay Shay episodes nearly double in average view count. Controversy pulls in fans and critics alike, boosting watch time and revenue. No brand has publicly dropped Sharpe, but some have begun monitoring periods. ESPN granted him a brief off-season hiatus. Supporters say it was pre-planned. Skeptics call it damage control. For creators, the saga is evergreen content. Legal analysts break down court motions. Voice coaches review the tone of "Ooh, Michelle." Body language experts freeze-frame Sharpe's apologies. The algorithm rewards any new angle, prolonging the story far beyond the original leak. Behind headlines are real relationships and reputations. If allegations prove false, the stain may remain. If they prove true, justice may feel delayed by spin. Either way, digital memory is permanent. As we record this video, no criminal charges have been filed against Shannon Sharpe. The civil case is in discovery. Depositions are expected this summer, and if no settlement occurs, a trial could begin in mid-2026. Russell Simpson continues posting indirect comments. Saka Zumba teases video proof but shows none. Sharpe releases new podcast episodes weekly and reportedly edges closer to that 9-figure distribution deal. Future developments may hinge on discovery. If unedited videos, text messages, or credible witness statements surface, they could either vindicate Sharpe or confirm suspicions. Until then, each rumor resets the news cycle and fuels further speculation. Let us pause and pull 3 lessons from this maze. Lesson 1. Privacy is fragile. One unexpected broadcast can overshadow decades of goodwill. Lesson 2. Evidence shapes opinion. Screenshots and clips often carry more weight with the public than polished press releases. Lesson 3. Timing changes narratives. A lawsuit filed during mega deal negotiations always looks strategic, even when it is not. Keep those 3 principles in mind whenever a high-profile scandal explodes online. Separate facts from allegations, ask what has been verified, and remember that courts, not comment sections, render final judgment. Thank you for spending time with us. Stories like this evolve, mutate, and sometimes erupt in directions nobody predicts. We will keep tracking new filings, stylist statements, and any confirmed evidence from former security staff. When facts change, our coverage will change. If you appreciated this deep dive, share the video with a friend who enjoys untangling complex celebrity mysteries. Scroll down and leave your thoughtful take. We read every comment. And of course, press like, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss our next investigation. Stay curious, stay respectful. We will see you in the next one.